everybody say make with Meg.
Make with Meg.
Hello, No Worries and I are back with breaking news because the world has ran out of love, and as we all very well know, all we need is love. Hello everybody, and welcome to the very first Make with Meg of 2021. So I've been having a little look back over the Make with Megs of 2020, a year full of lots of hard, sticky, tricky things, but one thing it was filled with is love. So today, what we're going to be making is, we're going to be making one of these Lush hanging designs made out of recycled materials from your recycling pile that you're gonna like slide into your window. So all we need is love, because, and then you've got a peg underneath the because you can change out different messages. So the message that's in this one currently is from a Make with Meg regular, all the way from Liverpool. It's from Josie, because it spreads joy and happiness and makes everyone smile. So if you've got your ideas of why you think the world needs love, why we need love, then you can inject your own little messages and change them in your window daily, weekly, hourly. And if you're struggling to get started, have a little look on my Instagram page, Make with Meg, or visit the website, the Knowle West Wishes website, and there are lots of examples to help get you started. There's another one on the return that says, because it is important. That's Leela. Love is really, really important. So this Valentine's Day, this video is coming out to help you inject some love back into the world. So this project, I'm really excited, is part of Knowle West Wishes. And so Knowle West Wishes is a project that sits not even on my doorstep, but I'm in the heart of it. So my studio here, where I film Make with Meg, is inside the heart of Knowle West in Bristol. And there are a few different strands to this project, as you can see, at different points of the star, and they all start with love. So this project is a little project that's about doing lots of lovely things that focus on hopes and dreams for the future. And if you visit the website address, it's www.knowlewest.co.uk, then you can have a little look at the website and find out more about the project and other amazing activities that are happening. So all you're going to need to do to get started for making this wall hanging, window hanging, is you're going to need to grab a biggish sheet of cardboard or a cardboard box that you can deconstruct, some scrap papers, both big and small pieces. So perhaps you have some brown wrapping papers, some old wrapping papers, some newspapers, magazine papers, some of the loo roll wrap, anything like that. A peg, a clothes peg, some string, a pair of scissors, a pen or a pencil, glue, so that would be either PVA or Pritt Stick, or perhaps you even have a glue gun, amazing. And then paint is completely optional, because you can use the recycled papers or you can use the paint, totally up to you. So just paint is an optional one, and any decorative bits you may have. So you may have some old bits of ribbon, some buttons, some glitter, sequins, any kind of decorative bits that you may have. So that is your make list for today's craft. Let's get going. Stage one. What you're going to need to do is take one of your large pieces of recycled paper. So I've just got a piece here of brown wrapping paper that some Amazon things came in. So I think it was in, like, you know, when you get a parcel and they have that kind of brown paper that's kind of like acts as a bit like bubble wrap. This is kind of what that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bit of paper and I am going to fold it in half. And now what you want to do is you want to make sure that the piece of cardboard that you have to make the base of your hanging heart is as large as the piece of paper that you're using. And you'll see why in a moment. So you can take your bit of paper like this and you are going to draw half a heart shape on it to cut out. I'm just going to grab a pen. And as you can see, I've just done that super quickly. And now I'm going to cut that out. And if you've done symmetrical shapes before, you'll have done something like this where you realise that half part makes a heart. Ooh. Stage 2, you're going to now locate a large piece of cardboard that is large enough for your heart paper templates to sit on top of. And then you're going to take a bit of cardboard, you're going to draw around it, and you're going to cut it out. If you have some blunt scissors like I do, here's Meg's top tip using some tin foil. So you're just going to take a little bit of tin foil like this, tear it off, and you just want to fold it a few times over. So I'm going to fold it kind of twice in both ways. So you have a little bundle of tin foil. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut through the tin foil, which is really satisfying anyway. And this is going to be sharpening your blades. It's quite helpful. You're going to cut lots of it into little pieces. You keep folding it over, making little tough batches, and you can cut again. It's really satisfying. And it's really helpful for sharpening those blades. And then once you've finished, you can just pop all of your tin foil into your recycling bin, or you could use these little shiny bits as decorative little ornaments on your make later on. Stage 3, you're going to paint or decorate your cardboard heart. So first of all, you're going to want to cover your table with a piece of old cardboard, newspaper, or a tablecloth. And you're going to get some paints, different selection of colours, and perhaps a paintbrush at the ready. Or perhaps you would prefer not to paint your cardboard heart, or you don't have any paints, in which case you could do anything you like to decorate your heart. You could cover it with wrapping paper, newspaper, or any kind of exciting materials that you've got lying around. But here are some top tips on how to paint. So what I like to do is I like to just pop a dab of colours from the same paint palette, so the same kind of colour scheme. So I've got different colours here of red and pink. And I just pop a little tiny blob of each of those colours onto my cardboard heart at different places. And then whatever colour scheme I've gone for, whether it be reds and pinks or blues and greens or yellows and oranges, I always add a little bit of white. So I'm just going to pop a blob of white, and I put white in a couple of different locations, and it just gives a bit of depth to your painting. And then you just have fun with your paintbrush, just mixing the colours from left to right, like this. Step 4, you're going to dig around in your recycling pile to see if you can find any fun shapes of cardboard or card from packaging that may be in there. So these are for the bits on your hanger at the top and at the bottom that read "All we need is" and "because." Or you could just put "We need" and "because." So you're going to need to find 2 pieces of card that are fun, exciting shapes. I located these ones this morning that were pre-cut this size, and then all I've done is I have, you can either paint them white or you could leave them brown, or you can cover them with a bit of scrap paper. So this is scrap white paper that had some bad printing on the other side, and I just drew around it, cut it out and stuck it on. So you're going to get 2 pieces, and you're going to work with whatever size you have got. So as you can see, I've decided to use black card for my writing that reads, "All we need is and because." And just to show you where my scrap black card comes from, that's in these interesting little sizes, is actually I order stamps online. And the Royal Mail sends them in these lovely little stamp books that have really lovely quality black cards. So I build up this black card to use in my craft. You might have some newspaper you want to make your letters out of. You may just want to use a pen and Sharpie them on. That's totally cool. Whatever you'd like to do. And I'm going to show you now how I cut out my letters freestyle. And now you have your beautiful raised plaques to go on your heart backdrop to put love in the centre. So as I said, you could just use a Sharpie or a pen or some felt tips to do the writing. You could use other recycled papers or wrapping papers. It's totally up to you. As you can see on the original, I went for the full statement. All we need is love because, but today I've decided to go shorthand and I've just gone, we need love, cause. So now I'm going to open up my peg bag and I'm going to select my favourite wooden peg or a plastic peg, whatever peg you've got from your washing bag. And I'm going to find a lovely little space for it to fit in at the bottom here. So I'm going to put the glue just up here. And a little top tip for this, it's always a really good idea to put glue both on the peg and also on the material so it doesn't snap off. So you can use PVA glue for this, that should hold, but you may want to put a book on it to weight it, perhaps overnight. Or you could use some really strong tape and just underneath here, you would be able to put the tape so it's over 1/2 of the peg holding it to the cardboard if you don't have a glue gun. Stage 5. You're going to be creating the love for the centre of your love heart. It's quite an exciting moment. We're putting the love into the centre of the art piece. So in my already made one, I actually just cut out some neon card that came on an envelope I had and some more of that black card to go underneath. And I just created a really silly face on the O and I made the love heart into the V. So it's totally up to you what you'd like to do for your love, to bring the love into your artwork. You could grab a paintbrush and some paint and paint some paper and cut out the letters and stick them on. You could use your favourite pen and just draw the letters, cut them out and stick them on. You could grab some of your favourite old birthday cards or greetings cards, some role models that you really like, and you could just cut the letters out of these and stick them on to represent the things that you love. And such like, if you're really into music, you could cut up some music paper, or you could cut up some of your favourite magazines or articles or anything like that to put the love into the centre of your artwork. I'm actually going to keep this beautiful neon love sign in the centre of this artwork. And I've gone for the traditional card on the old one. And once you've done that, it's time for you to do the really fun bits, which is just decorating around the love and have a little bit of fun with that. step number 6 is going to be stringing up your love heart decoration. So you're going to need to get the thickest string or ribbon you can find, because the thinner sort is likely to tear through the cardboard over time. It's going to be hanging, so it's quite heavy. So I've managed to find some old bootlaces, but you just may have some thick string or some thin rope, or you may have some garden string, anything that you've got really. Perhaps you've just got some lovely ribbon. Anything is absolutely fine. And then you're going to grab a pencil with a sharp point to make your hole, and a pair of scissors to trim down your string to the right height. So here we go. Step 7, you're going to grab some paper and a pen, and you're going to be thinking about all we need is love because, and you're going to write or draw some answers to the end of that sentence. Once you've built up a little stash of finishing sentences, you can have fun swapping in and out of your window your different responses. And if you're looking for some examples of great responses to what love means and why it's important to us, just have a little look on knowlewest.co.uk or Make with Meg Instagram and get some lovely suggestions from the local community, like these ones here. In fact, it gives me a little bit of an idea.
It's a blind date, and here is your host, a blindfolded date.
Here in the Blind Date Studio, it's time for Meg to pick her answer to the sentence. All we need is love because. But which one will she pick? It's over to our Graham for a quick reminder.
Will Meg pick contestant number 1 who fancies themselves as a VIP, or contestant number 2 who might stick to you if you're not careful? Or how about contestant number 3 who is always hungry without love? The choice is yours, Meg. Over to you.
Right then, Meg. On the table behind you, I've laid out our 3 contestants jumbled up in a different order. So is your blindfold on? Yes, blindfolded date, my blindfold is on. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you're going to turn around, spin on the spot for 3 turns, and then have a go at grabbing the first contestant you can lay your hands on. Okay, blindfolded dates, here we go. This one. That's lovely, you've picked contestant number 1, because it is important.
However you decide to pick your design, now is the time to hang up your artwork and let love shine. I'm going to hang mine in my window. I'm going to use an extra strong sticky hook to hold it in place, and I'm going to change the message underneath every day during February at least, because I think right now everybody needs reminding that all we need is love. Thank you so much for making with me, and please do share your designs and makes with me using the hashtag Knowle West Wishes. I cannot wait to see what you've been up to. Take care. Bye. I can't wait to see what you've made. Let's let the love glow.
You made with